Ian and Brad here with Minuteman Theory. Hey, so in this week's episode, we're going to be going over part 2 of muzzleloader mythbusters. The myth that muzzleloaders aren't that accurate, that you can't shoot super far distances with them. Brad, what's your take?
Well, I mean, we're going to find out today. I have a feeling that we're going to be able to shoot out to 200 yards and be able to hit our target pretty easily. But then beyond 200 yards, I'm kind of skeptical.
So yeah, earlier off camera, Brad had asked me. He goes, "You know, what's your take on this?" I said, "Man, the 200 keeps popping to the front of my brain. Like that's, you know, realistically, I feel like that's probably the max we're going to be able to fire with these. But we'll see. We have the range, the range open. It goes all the way out to 500. If we do well enough at 200 and 300, we might try and push it out to 500. In fact, we'll probably push it out to 500 just for kicks, just for fun.
Oh yeah, I'd like to try and hit a target at 500 yards.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, however, so this is weird. I am going to be shooting round balls this time around. So Hornady quit making the Great Plains series of projectiles, so I am going to just be using paper or patch and ball for this. So we're gonna see. The other discussion we had off camera is that you're shooting a sphere, and spheres aren't exactly aerodynamic, right? Like they're not like a Spitzer bullet that it has a point, it gentle curves. No, I mean this is a sphere of lead just going. So I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious, just like everybody else. How accurate are they?
So this is the range we're at. It goes all the way out to 500 yards. Right now we have paper targets set up at 100 yards, and that's where we're going to start. Okay, so Ian has his Great Plains rifle 54 caliber. I've got my Great Plains rifle 54 caliber. This is not only going to be a test of our rifles, but also of our skill shooting with iron sights. Okay, first shot at 100 yards. Cap didn't go off. Ooh.
I think I might have pulled it. I think it's on paper.
Sweet.
Brad here is going to take his shot with his rifle. Now, his rifle is longer. It has more rifling, and this is a 54 caliber, correct?
Yeah, which is the
same as mine, but his barrel is definitely longer, and his is heavier. So I would assume this is probably going to be more accurate.
And it has a set trigger too.
Yes.
So trigger might be a little bit nicer. There we go. Okay, so
I'm happy with that.
Ian is basically dead center in the target. However, I am not.
In his defense, we were having some firearms issues. So, in training, they say that if you have a malfunction 2 or 3 times, it messes with your head, and so that's consistent. That it messes with your head because you're expecting it to go bang, you're expecting it to go off, and when it goes click, it gets frustrating, and that mammalian part of your brain starts to flip out just a little bit. Like, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Causing people to sometimes pull shots.
Yeah, that shot too also did feel a little light.
Okay.
I wonder if, since it was fresh, and like I said, I put a lot of boar butter down it last time I cleaned it. I wonder if it.
Here's the other thing. It is wet out today. It is very wet out today.
It is.
And that messes. Humidity is a definite factor with black powder. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take another shot with that rifle.
Yeah, do it.
If you're happy with that,
you
can take another shot if you want.
I'm happy with that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right.
I'm ahead, I suppose. All right, Brad, you ready for round 2?
Yep. I'm gonna redeem myself here. Now that I've shot all the boar butter out of my rifle, hopefully.
We're gonna say that's what it was.
We're gonna say that's what it was. I'm gonna look like an idiot if that's not what it was. It's gonna look bad if this one is off.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
All right. People on the internet are always understanding.
Oh yeah. They're always super kind. And... Oh yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Alrighty. That one felt more like a...
You just scared a whole flock of birds.
Oh, I did?
Turkeys, yep. In fact, we should probably go check. Huh.
Huh. Yeah, I don't... That hole... I don't know. Maybe that hole is bigger.
Maybe?
I don't know. Let's look at the... We'll look at the clip and see... I don't know. That actually does feel bigger. Yeah. Yeah, we can watch that.
Yeah, let's watch that.
All right, so we couldn't find my second shot. I don't know if I missed the paper completely, but my previous hole looks bigger than just one hole.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take a third shot just to see.
I just have a hard time. I have a hard time admitting to the fact that you completely missed the paper. I guess I don't see that.
Yeah, and that shot felt really good.
Yeah.
So
man, that's probably, that may very well be what it is. So.
Well, we're gonna take the third shot,
yeah.
and then maybe I'll take a shot with the 50 cal after we check again.
All right. So we are taking shot 2, take 3. No, I'm sorry.
This is the third shot. We're seeing if it's gonna hit in the same place. Trying to figure out if it's shooting in the same hole or if I just missed my second shot, which doesn't seem likely, but is possible. Okay, third shot.
Oh,
That was a little bit of a delay.
that was a hang fire for sure. I
Yeah.
heard that.
That was one of those quick hang fires, though. You heard the cap go off, then you heard the powder charge go off. Sometimes hang fires can be longer, where the cap goes off and it's actually like a few seconds before the charge goes off.
So, that being said, if you have a hang fire with a black powder rifle, in fact, you saw it with mine, when the hammer fell and the cap didn't go off, I still kept it pointed down, downrange in a safe direction. It's the same thing with, an actual factual hang fire. You see the cap goes off, you want to make sure you're keeping it pointed in a safe direction, okay? We don't want to go try to look down the barrel or anything stupid like that. Hold it downrange for about 10 seconds, and if it doesn't go off, chances are it's not going to go off. Okay, so I'm going to say that was the same shot, because look at this. Okay. So I'm going to say that he did put two rounds through that one hole, because if you look at this, it looks like almost double the size.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that's probably exactly what happened.
So the reason why this one is high right and these two are low left, I am assuming it is because I had a hang fire and, it moved between the time the cap went off and the powder went off. At least that's what I'm saying to make myself feel better.
So, click, bang. Yeah, all you have to do is just a littlest bit. You're expecting to be recoil, and then that's entirely probable.
So, assuming in post-production, I'll look at the footage of this close camera, and we'll actually be able to see if this actually is two shots. And if it is, then this is a good example of precision versus accuracy. This rifle is precise, but the sights are off, so it's not accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot with the 50 cal. This is a Kentucky long rifle. And if this is more on than the other one, this is what I'm gonna use for the rest of the tests. Oh, that trigger is way heavier than the other one. Kept squeezing and squeezing and squeezing and it wouldn't go off. Yeah, all right. Looks like I drilled it right there. I was aiming for the center, so...
Aim at the bottom.
Yeah. I bet if I aimed at the bottom, it would be dead center.
Yep.
Unless I pulled it.
Yep.
Okay, so I took another shot with the 50 off camera, and I was aiming at the bottom edge of the target this time, and I have the correct elevation now, but it shot to the left. We're gonna shoot some more.
Yep.
We're gonna try and figure out exactly where our rifles are hitting here at 100 yards, and then we'll come back to you and we'll continue shooting further. We'll go out to 200 next.
So I'm frustrated.
Yeah, me too.
This
is annoying.
Yeah, this is incredibly annoying. Like, I took 3 or 4 shots, and this was my first shot. I was happy with that, but then the rest of them, I have no idea at all where they're going.
Yeah,
Brad
and yeah, same for me. I got so this is a 54, this is a 54, and this is a 54, and then this is a 50, and this is a 50. But so with the 50 cal, aiming dead center, I got this shot, and then aiming at the bottom of the target, I got this shot. These other ones are all aiming at the dead center of the target, and I shot like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, we've shot quite a bit. The muzzleloaders are getting warm, so I know I'm not that bad of a shot, which is frustrating. I know you're not that bad of a shot, which is frustrating. So we're gonna walk it back to 50, find out where we're at, and then we'll go back out to 100. And you know what? It may very well be that patch and ball is just not accurate.
Yeah, and that is, just to reiterate, we are shooting patch and ball, just round balls.
Yep.
So
I'm not using mini balls or anything like that. So
yeah. So
your guess is as good as mine at this point. But the frustration is beginning to set in.
Yeah. So we're gonna put targets at 50, see where we're at 50, try to dial things in, and then we'll shoot at 100 again.
Okay, sounds good. After much testing, we messed with the powder charges. I actually flipped my sight around. So I'm going to be running 2 different things. So for the mini ball, or mini, whatever, the conical bullet, I'm going to be running 70 grains of black powder. And with the sight setup that I have, that's right where I want it to be for a deer. But for a round ball, we completely just messed with the powder. We didn't mess with the sights or anything like that. And we found out for my gun, 50 grains of black powder with the round ball is perfect at 100. I got 2 rounds just impacted super close to each other. I'm happy with that. Brad, what did you find?
For me, I found that switching from 80 grains of powder down to 60 grains of powder gave me better results. I was able to put it on paper at 50, like in the same hole, and then at 100 in the same area out there. Now, what do you think our group sizes are at 100 now that we've kind of figured out our rifles?
I think they're about yay big. I'd say
2 or 3 inches.
2 or 3 inches, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, acceptable. Not super precision tools by any means, but acceptable. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple targets out at 200 yards.
We will show you the targets. We will show you the targets at 100 yards before we put up the target at 200 yards.
Yep. We'll do that, and then we'll set up the other camera at 200 yards too, so we can see impacts.
Yes.
If we get it.
Yes, if we get it.
So this will be interesting to see if we can even hit the paper at 200.
I am happy because I was feeling like a bad shot, and I knew I'm not that bad of a shot. I don't know what it was, but we got it sorted. Everything's working out, how it should be. So messing with the powder charge.
We learned it. We learned. So
Yep.
Okay, 200 yards.
200 yards.
All right, so this is our 50-yard targets. The one on the right is Ian's. The one on the left is mine. As you can see, all these shots are all over, but this was Ian figuring out his sights and figuring out the powder. And then he just switched to shooting to 100 yards. This is mine over here, same kind of thing. These shots were high. This is with like the 80, and I was messing with my sights. And then these 2 right here were with the 60, and then I started shooting at 100. So let's go out to 100.
Were you rolling still?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I noticed was that I was shooting high at 50 with 50 grains of powder. So that's when I just decided to just shoot it out to 100 and see. And I'm actually impressed with the 100-yard target. they're all pretty darn close. Like, really close.
Yeah.
I will take that for sure, any day.
Yep. Those are Ian's shots. And then these are my shots after I got it dialed in. So, do you think we can, okay, prediction. Do you think we're going to be able to hit the 200-yard target?
Yes. I think it's not going to be anywhere. I think it's going to be on paper, but I don't know if we're going to hit the bullseye. And I know we're not going to hit the bullseye.
Yeah, I think if we're able to hit a piece of paper this big at 200, I'd say that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Let the smoke clear, because now I can't see the target. Dang, that was a major hang fire. Smooth straight back. Ah, would you look at that? We didn't hit it at all. Ah. Okay. Well, what we're going to do, which is what we should have done the first time, is we're going to put up 2 more targets underneath these targets so we can see if it's dropping below them.
Yes.
But our first shots at 200 yards, we missed it completely.
To be expected. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not crying over this one because, it's to be expected.
Yep. Yep. Okay. There's way too much smoke. I couldn't see anything.
Kind of what I figured.
Interesting. Okay, so Ian, I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
you have no hits.
I have no hits.
Yes, but I have 1 hit.
Way incredibly low, but hey, 1 hit is 1 hit.
Yeah, so, and I was aiming right here. So, oh, is this?
It is. Would you look at that?
So I wonder if we're hitting the concrete down here. Is this, or is this somebody else's? No, this, I don't know. Hard to tell. Should I try bumping it up to like 80?
Yeah, you could go ahead. How about this? Since you were the one to hit it, you bump it up to 80.
Okay. Oh, no way. Wait, hold on. No way. Dude, there's a round ball stuck in the target right there.
Sure enough. Huh? Would you look at
Whoa. Here, hold this.
that? What Mark has?
Oh, I don't have my, do you have your knife on you?
I do.
I left my knife on the table. Oh, thank you. Okay, so this definitely, at this range then, I don't know that these are going to have enough energy to take down an animal. At least not with that charge.
Right. Oh, there it goes. Wow.
Oh.
Check that out.
Oh, that is so
That is
cool.
cool. That is neat. You're doing 50 grains or 60?
That was 60.
Okay, I was doing 50. So
Okay.
there is a chance that they didn't
Okay. So I wonder if your 50s are all hitting low then.
I bet
Like
that's
hitting
exactly.
the concrete.
But that's exactly what's going on. In fact, if you look right there,
Well, there's a little bit of copper jacket next to that one. I don't know if that one's yours.
I think that's.
Oh man.
Here, take this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no way. Oh,
Okay.
You think that? Oh.
I guarantee you that. Would you look at that?
Oh yeah.
That is awesome.
All right. So, here, take yours.
Yes, I'm going to keep mine. Absolutely.
Okay, so Ian just cut that right out of there. So these are, I think these are old like conveyor belts or something.
Yeah.
So, not enough energy to go through this conveyor belt thing at 200 yards.
Yeah, I would be incredibly leery of shooting it. In fact, I wouldn't even take the shot.
Yeah.
This is not a humane shot.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, as far as hunting goes, this would not be an ethical shot because there's a good likelihood that you would just severely wound the animal and not kill it.
Yes, 100%.
So, 200 yards at least with these rifles, these loads, all that sort of thing, not ethical. But for target shooting,
yeah, for target shoot. I mean, I hit the thing. I mean, I know I hit the thing. That's cool.
okay, so now up to the charge to 80 grains of powder. We're gonna see if that brings us up a bit and get us higher up on the paper out there. All right. Oh man, I wish. Okay, so we had another camera up here, but the SD card got full. So,
Hey, Brad.
what?
Another one of mine. Didn't make it to the target.
Oh, okay. You
Or
see
it
how it's all chipped out right there?
Yeah.
I wonder if it hit
Yep.
the concrete and bounced back.
I'm probably don't have enough powder in it, but look at that.
Okay,
Look at that.
dude. Okay, there's one of my shots. There's another one of my shots. The third shot, I don't know where it went. Maybe I pulled it and there must be some sort of spalling maybe from
Yeah.
this one.
Possibly.
Okay, so 80 grains got us out to 200.
Yep.
So 60 grains was dead on at 100. 80 grains got us out to 100.
Yes. So 50 grains at 100 for me was dead on. 50 grains at 200 was not even close. In fact, we're finding projectiles that obviously smacked into the concrete here. You can see this one. And then the other one that I fired that just kind of got stuck in there. My question though.
Did it go through?
It went through.
Oh, well, but it's really chewed up right here.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Then,
did that one go through?
yes, they all of yours went through.
Except for the one that I recovered.
Yeah, except for the one you recovered. So, I think this begs a part two.
Yeah. Okay, so we've run out of time today, and the guns are like really dirty and getting hard to load.
Yeah.
But we'll do a part two.
Yeah.
And we'll take it out to 300 and maybe even 500.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think with that, it was actually a really good shooting session. We got a lot of data, despite some of a little bit of a annoyance at first. You know, we got a lot of good data. So
Yeah. I am very happy with this. Here and there, those are both on this top target. Well, this one I guess barely isn't, but I'd say, I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try up, and that's the thing. That's why we're saying a part two. I want to up my grainage and see.
Yep, I bet. So, yeah.
Yeah. I wanna
Okay,
up my
sounds
grainage
good.
and see.
Sounds good.